on glass. City shadows slowly pass. Angels whisper through the street. Night begins to feel the beat. Sleep motion guide through the neon light. Sick dreams shining bright tonight. No breaks when the rhythm ignites. Smooth ride under midnight lights. Sleep motion, feel the sound. Oh, oh, oh. Golden city spinning around. Every second feeling right. Floating free in the night. Rolling through the avenue, smooth and clean. Street lights glowing, cinematic scene. Windows down, feel the cool night air. Music and the rhythm everywhere. Skyline shining over the road. Every mile lifting the load. No rush, living in the pace. Freedom written on my face. Sleep motion guide through the neon lights. Oh, city dreams shining bright tonight. No breaks when the rhythm ignites. Smooth ride under midnight lights. Sleep motion, feel the sound. Oh, oh, oh. Golden city spinning around. Every second feeling right. Floating free in the night.
Are you ready? Let's do this. Friday night and the city is loud. We're diving deep right into the crowd. Neon flashing in our eyes underneath the purple skies. Heart is beating like a heavy drum, waiting for the magic to come. Let the music take control tonight. Everything's feeling so right. Feel the energy now. Reaching for the sky. We're live tonight. Feel the spark dancing freely in the dark. With every beat we touch the sky. Never gonna say goodbye. Moving fast, we're breaking the rules. Glitter shining like a million jewels. Every step there's a jump in space. Got a smile up on my face. Heart is beating like a heavy drum, waiting for the magic to come. Let the music take control tonight. Everything is feeling so right. Feel the energy now. Reaching for the sky. We're live tonight. You feel the spark dancing freely in the dark. With every beat we touch the sky. Never gonna say goodbye.
Morning coffee feeling fresh. New kicks looking at they best. Sun is bright, the sky is blue. I got nothing else to do. Turn the volume way up high. Watch the pretty birds fly by. Boom bap playing in my ear. Summertime is finally here. Snap your fingers to the track. We are never looking back. Slide to the left and take a spin. This is how we always win. Bounce around, shake it off. We are rising to the top. Bounce around, shake it off. We are rising to the top. Nothing bringing my mood down. I am smiling at the town. Haters talking, I just smile. I will be here for a while. Focus on the positive. This is how I wanna live. Bounce around, shake it off. We are rising to the top. Bounce around, shake it off. We are rising to the top. Nothing bringing my mood down. I am smiling at the town. Bounce around, shake it off. We are rising to the top. Bounce around, shake it off. We are rising to the top. Nothing bringing my mood down. Take a break. Why the rhythm? Why the rhythm moving sideways? Yeah. Kick go boom, but the snare come late.
when the rhythm rotate. Left step right, but the timing don't wait. Now everybody moving out of the straight. Boom, boom, bounce with the flow vibrate. Baseline twist like you're changing fate. One weird sound and the whole beat shake. Now the whole crowd moving mistake to mistake. Hi-hat started like a glitch in time. Kick it heavy but the clap offline. Marimba dancing through the low 808. Little brass stab, make the groove misbehave. Step 2, 3 but the 4 don't land. Beat slide sideways through the whole damn band. You try catch it but they slip like smoke. Every bar twist like a musical joke. But the snare come late. Whole room lean when the rhythm rotate. Left step right, but the timing don't wait. Now everybody moving out of the straight. 808. No beat yet. Yo, no beat yet. Yo, just word. Yo, just pressure. Don't, no beat yet. 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 Just word, just pressure. Tap in the room like thunder in boots. Silence heavy when the truth get loose. Every line sharp like steel on glass. When the beat drop, watch the whole world blast. Ready. Kick drum smash like a cannon ignite. 808 rolling through the neon night. Brass blast break like a victory horn. Energy rising like a storm reborn. Hi-hat sticking like a countdown bomb. Crowd go wild when the bass goes strong. Street bounce heavy when the rhythm collide. Whole block shaking side to side. Bounce when the brass go blast. Move when the kick go smash. Whole crowd jump when the bassline roll. Energy flood the floor. Drums keep running like a runaway. Came in on the end, never on the one. Every room I've entered already won. Before the greeting, before the first exchange, the angle I was running always looked strange. From outside, from the obvious, from the clean red, everything offbeat was exactly what I need. Synth running dark beneath the obvious line. The crooked pocket was the only thing that's mine. Never straight ahead, always through the gap. Every calculation running off the map. They handed me, I folded it in half. Built the whole direction from the aftermath. Synth cuts dark, 808 hits low. Everything offbeat everywhere I go. Trap in the pocket, cold in the chest. The offbeat version always passed the test. Sharp between the 2 and 3, that's the scene. Dark between the 4 and 1, that's the dream. Running through the frequency, nobody claimed. Everything I built here, precisely aimed at the gap, at the space, at the crooked grid. The compound of every patient thing I did. In the invisible, in the formless years. Every offbeat landing, that's what clears the obvious, the loud, the surface claim. The most important work never looks the same. Twice it shifts, it bends, it finds the new. The offbeat is the only thing that's true.
The signal is jumping across the board. Static in the air, I'm feeling bored. Waiting for the beat to find its place. Just a shadow in a crowded space. Yeah. Price is up but my pulse is steady. Watching the world, I'm always ready. Digital coins and a hollow dream. Nothing is ever quite what it seems. I take a step back and let it breathe. Wearing the irony on my sleeve. They're all running for a fake prize. I can see the pixels in their eyes. Grit in the voice, miles on the soul. Trying to keep my heart whole. Disconnected in a busy street. to a broken beat. 1 foot forward, 2 steps back, moving through the gray and the black. The clock is ticking, but I don't care. Breathing in the heavy air. I am in, I am out. What is this life really about? I am in, I am in, I am. Follow the rhythm or follow the doubt. I am in, I am in, I am in. Automation is a cold hard knife, trying to put a price on a human life. Everyone is chasing a ghost on the wall. I'm just observing the pride and the fall. The rhythm is shifting, the timing is off. Watching the winners with the silence scarf. I play with the silence, I play with the sound. Keeping my feet on the solid ground. Sophisticated logic, primitive fear. Everything is loud but nothing is clear. I'm a ghost in the circuit, a glitch in the plan. Just an old soul in a modern land. The bass is heavy but the mind is light. Fading away into the night. 3, 2, 1, cut the feet. Everything I want is all I need. I am in, I am out. What is this life really about? Staring at the mirror, facing my ghost.
The battle inside hurts me though.
Breaking the chains wrapped around my brain. Stepping right out of the freezing rain. Shadows are creeping, trying to pull me, trying to blind me, trying to fool me. Demons are talking loud in my ear, feeding my doubt and feeding my fear. But I strike back with a heavy fist. I get my force, they cannot resist. Punching the walls of my own mind, leaving that negative energy behind. Yeah, waking the beast that was sleeping inside. No more running, nowhere to hide. I take a hit and I bounce right back. I can survive in this panic attack. Breathe in,
Breathe out.
stand firm. Awaken the titan, shake up the earth. This is the moment of my rebirth. Boom, the heartbeat is loud like a drum. Look at the warrior I have become. Awaken the titan, shake up the earth. This is the moment of my rebirth. Boom, the heartbeat is loud like a drum. Look at the warrior I have become. Scars on my knuckles, fire in the soul. Taking my broken pieces and making them whole. I am the storm, I am the thunder. Steam is rising heavy from the subway grate. Checking on the watch because it's getting late. Graffiti on the brick and the sirens wail. Another untold story in the Daily Tale. Walking past the deli with the flashing sign, stepping over puddles in the perfect line. Air is getting heavy with the coming storm, keeping up the hustle just to keep it warm. Renters pushing higher up into the cloud, but the neighborhood is standing incredibly proud. Fire escape shadows cutting through the dark, leaving every footprint as a permanent mark. Gentrification trying hard to wash the paint, treating every local like a sinner or saint. I remember when the corner was a place to be. Now they building luxury that we cannot see, but the underground rhythm never fades away. It is pumping in the blood of the everyday, lacing up the sneakers for a heavy track, protecting all the culture and protecting the neck. This is the survival on the avenue, painting up the borough in a heavy hue, dodging all the friction in the heavy rain, riding on the rhythm of a local train. Footsteps bouncing heavy down a narrow lane, carrying the weight and carrying the pain. We the original, we never gonna fade, living in the empire that the struggle made.
boom, 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 boom. Moving silence, let the outcome speak. Every calculation already done. Before the room even knew I was one of the options on the table there. I was the only option anywhere. Ice, ice, ice on the wrist, but the mind runs hot. Everything they thought they had on me, they got wrong. Every single angle miscalculated. Every move I made was years ago dated. Trap in the pocket, smoke in the chest. Nobody passes my minimum test without already knowing where this ends. It ends with me, it always ends with me. 808 under everything I say. Every room I walk into, I already own the day. Hi-hat, rolling snare, hits cold and clean. It's the kind of way they feel before it's seen. Tighter on the road when the moment aligns. Every trap beat pockets is between the lines of what they hear and what they actually feel. That gap right there is where I make it real. Ran the system cold, no emotion in the frame. Every output verified before I sign my name. Patient in the setup, surgical in the hit. Built the whole architecture and I quietly lit the fuse. Long before they saw the flame, long before. Every compound layer of the trap is a deliberate construction running beneath the surface of what looks effortless from any external angle. Effortless, that's the point.
Vision board is crowned. Hey, 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 hey. Vision board is. Yeah. Vision board is crowded. Pictures cut from mags. Packing up my suitcase. Packing up my bags. Stepping on an airplane. Flying to the coast. Going for the gold medal. Doing it the most. Yeah, yeah. Leaving comfort zone. Stepping in the ring. Ready for the challenge. Let the bell ring. City looks so tiny from up in the clouds. Heading to the massive stage. Heading to the crowd. Lungs are kicking in now. Hands are feeling cold. Gotta stay so focused. Gotta stay so bold. Practiced in the mirror 10,000 hours straight. Destiny is calling me. I can hardly wait. Reaching for the summit. Never looking down. Coming for the trophy. Coming for the crown. Reaching for the summit. Never looking down. Coming for the trophy. Coming for the crown. Touching down on tarmac. Grab my heavy bag. No more playing small now. No more raising flags. Stepping in the studio. Lights are very bright. Mic is switched to on now. Everything is right. Getting out the fire. Leave them in the daze. Navigating perfectly through the complex maze. Manager is smiling. Contract on the desk. Signing my own name down. Nothing but the best. Reaching for the summit. Never looking down. Coming for the trophy. Coming for the crown. Reaching for the summit. Never looking down.
Engine roars and the pavement shakes. Zero time for these heavy brakes. Street lights flashing like a camera flash. Running my ambition in the heavy cash.
Concrete jungle with the iron trees. Nobody here is begging on their knees. Hustle is the language that the city speaks. Preying on the minds of the easily weak. Dodging the traffic, weaving through the lane. Ignoring the stress and ignoring the pain. Looking at the skyline, touching the clouds. Stepping right away from the noisy crowds. Every single dollar is a drop of sweat. Paying off every single heavy debt. Working through the weekend, working through the pain. Building up a castle in the heavy rain. Ties keep burning on the avenue. Doing what the others are afraid to do. Vision is sharp, the focus is locked. Opening the doors that were heavily knocked.
Ride the wave, push the pedal down.
We are the kings of this
Heavy town. Ride the wave, leave them in the slow.
I am the fire that the
City walls.
sirens in the distance fade into the back. Keeping my entire journey on the track. Fake friends call me not ignoring the phone. Building up this empire totally alone. Reflecting on the days when the fridge was bare. Now I have enough to actually share. Grateful for the struggle, grateful for the grind. Leaving the poverty entirely behind. Switching up the gears, moving up the hills. Swallowing the bitter and heavy pills. Success is a journey, never just a place. Locked in, system running, no override. Every angle of the operation verified. Before the room even knew I was in the building. Everything I'm constructing keeps on building. Sharp on the entry, EDM energy rising. Nothing but the way I move is surprising. Anyone who study what I put in the ground, every frequency I own creates a different sound. Run it up, the grid is fully operational. Every move I make is sharp and proportional to the obstacle in front. Calculated clean, most dangerous setups are the ones that go unseen.
Build it up, feel the tension in the air. Every synth chord rising, getting everywhere. 808 hits, trap, snare, crack, hi-hat rolls hard. Everything release, nothing left on guard. Feel the whole room shift when the bass comes through. This is what it sounds like. Back in the pocket at the big explosion. Every calculated move, such a good precision. Ran a system code through the festival heat. Everything I built loud. Track, came in cold, but the energy's electric. Every move I make is surgical and specific. Nobody predicted the angle that I'm hitting from. They're watching the door, I'm already where they getting from. Run it up, never looking at the rear. Everything I built this year wasn't built on fear. Locked in on the vision while the outside gets loud. Quiet as one in the room, still the one that owns the crowd. Stacking methodical, execute precise. Never play the same game twice. Every room I enter has a different set of rules. I learned them all and came back with the better tools. Run it up, can't stop what's already in motion. Everything I pour into this deeper than an ocean. 808 hits low, hi-hat rolls high. Built this from the bottom, watch it touch the sky. Running up the ceiling, never bother me. Every closed door opened up another possibility. Feel the rhythm in it, that's the whole point. Everything connects, every single joint. Sharper on the second pass, cleaner on the third. Every calculation verified before I said a word. Move when nobody was watching, that's the method. Everything I thought was settled, I unsettled. Running numbers backwards, found the hidden lane. Every season that was cold, only sharpened the grain. But the architecture slow, arrived at full speed. Planted every strategy like a well-designed seed. Double down when every sign said fold. Turned the whole narrative before it could be told. The way they planned it, flipped the entire script. Every advantage that they held, I quietly stripped. Shadow, while they playing in the sun. I am not retiring until the job is done. Building up the empire, a block at a time. Perfecting every rhythm, and perfecting every rhyme. They try to tell me I would never succeed, but I planted of every powerful seed. Watering the vision every single day, clearing every obstacle out of the way. The journey is on, but the destination waits. I am unlocking the heavily guarded gate. I am steering the ship, keeping a very solid and heavy grip. I don't let the noise interfere with the goal, keeping my absolute mind and soul. I am a diamond that born in the rough, proving to everyone I am enough. Riding the wave, keeping the focus so tight, moving directly out of the night. Melody floating right over the bass, winning the absolute ultimate race. No looking down, keeping eyes on the sky. I am the falcon that's ready to fly. Sacrifice everything just for the art. Operating purely right out of the heart. I don't care about the fame or the flashing lights. I care about conquering absolute heights. Taking the negative, turning it bright. Using the darkness to fuel up the light. I am a master of turning the tide. Taking the universe right for
Tailored digital illusion. They feed you exactly what you want to hear. Wake up the frequency. Caught inside the algorithm, isolated sphere. Parrot in the narratives, fueled by hidden fear. Echo chamber amplifying every single lie. Blindly following the flock, never asking why. Polarization tearing up the fabric of the state. Monetizing outrage, manufacturing the hate. Swallowing the propaganda, chewing on the
Hey, hey, hey. Bass string vibrating through the flow. Rhythm bouncing off the concrete walls. The groove is already taking over. Clapping to the tempo, feeling the heat. Getting ready to absolutely melt the street. Pressure cooking up, ready to explode. Switching right into the overdrive mode. Bounce to the left, slide to the right. Keeping the energy incredibly tight. Rhythm is a weapon, rhythm is a tool. Breaking every single conventional rule. Bounce to the left, slide to the right. Keeping the energy incredibly tight. Rhythm is a weapon, rhythm is a tool. Breaking every single conventional rule. Cruising down the block when the souls roll down. Waking up the sleepy and boring town. Swing bouncing to the heavy kick drum. Making everybody entirely numb. Sunshine reflecting off the polished chrome. Turning the entire city to my home. Nobody can copy this original flair. Walking with an untouchable stare. Working on a masterclass in the groove. Watching how the entire crowd starts to move. Get the vibration. Feel the heavy swing. Listen to the instrumental.
Thousands of connections, but nobody to call. Staring at the glowing rectangle in the dark. We are completely alone together. Cut the cord.
Connected but profoundly isolated. Every interaction meticulously curated. Validation seeking through a double tap screen. Chasing the dopamine, a synthetic routine. Superficial dialogues lacking any depth. Measuring existence by the electronic breath. Smiling for the camera, crying in the room. Wading through the psychological pervasive gloom. Facade of perfection meticulously designed. Leaving the authentic human empathy behind. Epidemic of loneliness silently spreading. Ignorant of the dangerous path we are treading. Cut the invisible tether. Look around, feet planted firmly on the actual ground. Disconnect the illusion, shatter the disguise. Look directly into genuine human. Cut the invisible tether. Look around, feet planted firmly on the actual ground. Disconnect the illusion, shatter the disguise. Look directly into genuine human. Substituting intimacy with the digital ghost. Bragging to the strangers from coast to coast. Anonymity breeding unprecedented cruelty. Abandoning the concept of communal loyalty. Reach out a hand instead of sending a text. Stop wondering about what is coming up next. The virtual reality is stealing your youth. Swallowing the fiction, discarding the truth. Rebuild the community, foster the bond. Look at the beautiful reality beyond. The invisible tether. Look around, feet planted firmly on the actual ground. Disconnect the illusion. Shatter the disguise. Look directly into genuine human. Breathe the air, real life.